You do not know what you want. You never have. Most of what you want because someone else wanted it first. Your desires are not yours. They are borrowed. A French philosopher named René Girard spent his career studying this uncomfortable truth. He noticed something that humans refuse to admit about themselves. We are copying machines who think we are originals. This video is about mimetic desire, the theory that explains why your wants are shaped by other people. By the end, you will be able to identify the models you are copying and decide whether those desires are actually worth chasing. Here is the standard story we tell ourselves about desire. You see something, you want it. Simple. Girard said this story is wrong. Desire is not a straight line between you and an object. Desire is a triangle. There is you, the thing you want, and a third person, the mediator. The mediator is the person whose desires you are copying. Girard put it bluntly. Man is the creature who does not know what to desire, and he turns to others in order to make up his mind. Think about how this actually works. You scroll past a jacket online. You feel nothing. A week later, your stylish friend wears it. Suddenly you want it. The jacket did not change. Your mediator appeared. This is hard to accept because we believe in the myth of autonomous desire. We think our wants come from within. But watch children, and the truth becomes obvious. Kids do not fight over toys because of the toys. They fight because another child wants one. Put identical toys in a room with toddlers. They will fight over whichever one gets picked up first. Research published in 2016 found that young toddlers readily copy toy choices from peers they perceive as similar to themselves. Children observed actors displaying preferences, then selected favorites based on which actor shared their own preferences. The desire was learned, not innate. Observational studies show that sibling conflict may happen up to 8 times an hour, usually over the same toys, the same seat, the same slice of pizza, not because one slice is better, but because a sibling wanted it. Girard called this mechanism mimetic, from the Greek word mimesis, meaning imitation. We learn what to want by watching what others want. The problem is that we do not experience this as imitation. We experience it as authentic desire. Not all imitation is dangerous. Girard made a distinction that explains when copying becomes corrosive. External mediators are people too distant to compete with. You can admire a celebrity or a historical figure safely. Internal mediators are different. These are the people who occupy your world: colleagues, friends, siblings. When your mediator is close enough to compete with, imitation becomes rivalry. Admiring Elon Musk's success is harmless. You are not competing for his job. But admiring your coworker's promotion is fuel for resentment. You are in the same organization, gunning for the same positions. The proximity poisons the imitation. This is the cruel irony of mimetic desire. You chose this person as a model because you admired them. Now you resent them for having what you want. As Girard wrote, two desires converging on the same object are bound to clash. A study from New York University Stern School of Business examined NCAA basketball teams and found that geographic proximity, similar performance histories, and comparable status systematically predicted rivalry intensity. The closer the competitor, the more intense the feelings. In workplaces, Research published by the Academy of Management shows competitive environments act as a double-edged sword. Employees perceive colleagues as rivals and feel jealous towards superior performers because they compete for limited resources. When moderate, this rivalry benefits organizations. When excessive, it damages relationships and undermines performance. This explains keeping up with the Joneses. A 2018 study from the Philadelphia Federal Reserve examined what happens when your neighbor wins the lottery. The researchers found that bankruptcies among surrounding neighbors increased by 6.59% in the 3 years following the win. The social pressure to compete led people to take on credit and mortgages they could not afford. Neighbors watched the winner buy a new car, renovate their house, and take expensive vacations. Then they borrowed money to match that lifestyle. It was never about the lawn or the car. It was about wanting what your neighbor has precisely because they have it. Girard developed his theory by analyzing 19th century novels. But mimetic desire did not stay in literature. It moved into your pocket. Social media is a mimetic desire engine. You used to have a handful of mediators, neighbors, colleagues, maybe a few friends. Now you have thousands, curated by algorithms designed to maximize engagement. Influencers are professional mediators. Their job is to make you want things by wanting them first. According to Sprout Social's 2024 report, 49% of consumers make purchases because of influencer posts. 69% trust influencers over brands. The influencer marketing industry grew from $1.7 billion in 2016 to $24 billion in 2024. Companies pay because mimetic desire is predictable. Fear of missing out is mimetic anxiety wearing a modern label. It is not about the experience itself. It is about others having experiences you do not. 69% of millennials and 84% of teens experience weekly feelings of missing out. According to Credit Karma, 40% of Gen Z overspend and end up in debt, trying to match their peers. Algorithms detect what triggers your mimetic responses and feed you more mediators, more desires, faster. You did not know you wanted that product until an influencer modeled wanting it. Your desire was manufactured in real time. Peter Thiel understood this better than anyone. He studied directly with Girard as a philosophy undergraduate at Stanford, and those ideas shaped his investing career. In 2004, Thiel became the first outside investor in Facebook with a $500,000 angel investment. He recognized that Facebook's growth would be powered by mimetic dynamics. People wanted to be on Facebook because their friends were on Facebook. Facebook is a mediator delivery system designed to show you what others have, what others do, what others want. As Thiel later explained, thinking about how disturbingly herd-like people become in so many different contexts, mimetic theory forces you to think about that, which is knowledge that is generally suppressed and hidden. His investment grew into over $1 billion. Girard's theory was not just philosophy, it was a business model. The goal is not to eliminate mimetic desire. That is impossible. Imitation is deeply and unavoidably human. The goal is awareness. Luke Burgess, author of Wanting, distinguishes between thick desires and thin desires. Thick desires are like diamonds formed deep beneath the surface. They are protected from changing circumstances. Thin desires are mimetic, contagious, and shallow. The question is not whether you will imitate. You will. The question is whether you will choose your mediators consciously or let algorithms choose them for you.